Uber is a weird fucking app, and let me tell you why. So, a couple days ago, I called a ride from my friend's house to my house. It's about 3 a.m. and my ride comes and I come outside and I get my drunk ass into the car. And I sit down, and as soon as I sit down, I realize there's something off about this car. Like, this driver had a lot of weird, like, not artwork, but just weird, like, stickers around his car, and a lot of them were like Jesus themed. And I got nothing wrong with you believing in whatever sky dad you choose to believe in, but it was just really, really weird, and like the vibes that just gave off super weird. So this guy turns to me, and in Uber you still have to wear a mask. And then he turns to me, not wearing a mask. He's like, "Hey, do you believe in COVID?" And I was like, "Dude, no, no, I'm not having this conversation right now." So I go, "Yeah, that's why I'm wearing a mask. Like, I'm vaccinated, but the mask isn't for me, it's for you." And then he's like, "Yeah, I don't think that's true. Like, it's all false and blah blah." And I was like, "Okay, dude." I'm like, "If you don't mind, I'm just gonna wear my mask. I don't really care about your opinion on it." He's like, "Yeah, don't worry, it's fine." And totally unrelated to this, we don't talk for like half the ride. And then when I speak, I sometimes get stuck, and I mess up in my speech. And then I spoke to him, and then I messed up on some I told him some story. And then he's like, "You stutter." And I was like, "Yeah, I stutter, man." And then he's like, "You know who else does? Moses." And I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Cool." And then he's like, "You know what I think? I think you're the second coming." I was like, "The second coming of what? The second coming of what?" He's like, "I've been getting these signs. I've been getting all these signs. And I think you're Moses. You're the embodiment of Moses." And I was like, "What?" And then, he starts to preach to me, and he's like, did you know that Jesus loves you and all that, all that jazz. And I was just agreeing with him, saying, yeah, just so I could, get him to shut up. But he didn't shut up. He continued to talk and tell me about how I'm Moses. And then he was like, "Oh, like, let me give you some readings from the Bible, because since you're Moses, you have to read up on these." But I'm like, if I'm Moses, wouldn't I already know this? And then we're like almost to my house, and he's like, "Oh, you live by my church. Do you want to just cancel the ride and come to church with me?" I was like, "No, sir. I want to go home. It's fucking almost 3 a.m. I would like to go to sleep." To which he responds, "Aw, damn. Next time you go to church, let me know, because I want to hang out with Moses." What the fuck, dude? Like, I know that these aren't like common, but like, this was just so weird. And then he yelled, "Jesus loves you," as I got out of the car. So that's my Uber story.